All right. Give a quick recap for everyone who apparently missed out and keeps asking where some of the players are. Previously, on the Myriad, an exploratory journey into the forest led the group to stumble upon a mysterious red-eyed witch named Camarilla. She spoke of divination, the Myriad within, and how to potentially repair a damaged ritual circle found nearby. That all seems so small now compared to the tragic outcome. All this talk of the occult inspired Copernicus to do what he thought was right. He and Emmy stayed behind and lit the witch's home on fire to purify her in the flames. Unfortunately, in an unlikely turn of events, a pack of dreadwolves arrived to aid Camarilla and ripped apart Copernicus and Emmy, killing them. The rest of the group decided it was time to retreat from this battle they were clearly not winning and run away from the scene of the crime, which is where things were left off about 2 weeks ago. The group is shaken and desperation sets in. It's becoming clear that filling the shoes of the Redeemer might be out of reach. Due to 20% of all Myriad players having twitlongers written about them, Jimmy will not be present in this episode. And due to potentially me not reminding everyone that it was still happening this week, Octopimp is not here. So it's going to be the Eerie episode, who had most of the cards in her hand to trying to figure out some last-ditch effort for what the true future of Sideways is going to be, as she still has a opportunity to learn something through the library of Scarlet and potentially some other tricks up her sleeve. This means deciding if you would like the people of the town to do anything moving forward individually. Like if you were to say to Scarlet she should do this as things transpire, you know, your suggestions will be taken into account. If you'd like to reach out to other organizations like the Consulate, even though you haven't even met them, it has potential to try and bring them to your town, or for whatever other organization might be interested in Sideways for their own personal reasons. If you'd like to give in to Seymour, Aspect of Death, and finally kill Kenneth so that he might help you out in this situation.
Fuck you.
Or if you'd like to do nothing at all, a very valid medium approach, which will let things play out in their natural way. After all your characters have been through, it would not be unreasonable to be hopeless and not see the point in trying to preserve Sideways. Because ultimately, the future of Sideways, how to put it, is it's gonna happen no matter what. So maybe your perspective on Sideways has changed, and you might not even value preserving it in the same way that it has been this whole time. Copernicus would certainly object, would like some consulate intervention, but we're left with Eerie, who gets to make these decisions. I'm gonna zip-zop you back over to the town map. I hope.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think I just deleted your characters.
Whoa! Oh no!
I Control X to cut them? Oh, wrong monitor. There we go. Medium Tony. Medium Tony needs a real medium sit down. He's just gonna be in the bar drinking. Jimmy is gonna wander off into the woods, kick dirt, and sulk. And Eerie will be left alone by herself to decide the future and the fate of all the townsfolk of Sideways that have accepted her. So, what's the first step?
Is the first step. Okay.
Appropriate. You literally have all the time in the world to yourself to think this through, what you want to do first.
You know, this sort of brings me back to a different campaign where I was sitting around going like, oh, geez, oh, no, what do I do? But here I am again, but this time I'm alone. I don't have Surefour to kick me in the butt to just do shit. Okay.
I mean, Kenneth can nod at you pleasantly and smile.
That would soothe my soul, but
You could definitely ask Seymour what he thinks.
he's gonna tell me something that's probably going to be right, but won't be easy to do, and
Kill yourself.
I think... Yeah, no. Okay. Well... Erie looks forlornly at the tavern, acknowledging that she would really, really, really love some input from her friends, but understands that that's not something that's technically possible right now. Because they're overwhelmed. That's why she can't talk to them. Yeah. Gosh. She really wanted to talk to Medium Tony about something very particular that was going to probably change a lot of things, but...
Perhaps you could choose... I don't know why he is the one in mind, but there's other villagers.
It's because the reason why she wanted to talk to Medium Tony was because he was okay with being medium, and Erie does not really know how to handle failure. She especially doesn't know how to handle failure in the eyes of others. And she wanted to figure out how the hell he could actually just be so okay with that. Happy even. And it's... Well... It's time to make some potential mistakes. Because as things are the way that they are, it's probably pointless. There's probably no way they can actually fix everything. And maybe what she's about to do will absolutely 100% kill her. Or make her insane. Who knows? But at the very least, it'll be her decision. Even if no one will actually really know what it is. Who she was. She is going to go to see Scarlet.
I didn't delete you this time. Erie travels up the hill to the ossuary to find Scarlet. We are going to assume... I guess this is your preference, whatever makes this easier. If you would like to assume that we've had some downtime for you to be able to cope with the losses and already explained it, or if you would like to have things be more sudden.
I think it would be better, just in general, if I had some downtime, because that sanity bar is not looking very nice. Even though I'm pretty sure it's going to be for naught anyway, but either way.
I gave you sanity back. We'll just assume that everyone in the town knows what happened. You explained it. Some time has passed and some things have settled, and you're able to have rational conversations about the situation rather than panicked horror.
Okay.
In that case, Scarlet is walking around, dusting things up, making sure this place is clean. A lot of the time, she acts more like a janitor than like an occultist, because maintaining the presence of this important ritualistic site is important to her. Oh, Erie. You doing all right? Are you muted?
No, I'm just thinking.
Well,
I think I know what I'm going to do. It might be the only real option that we have to try and keep this place the way that it is, assuming it works.
what is that?
Well, first I need to, see if there's anything that I can get in writing that can tell us how to get the Redeemer's power. Who knows what the hell that'll do to my brain, but we'll see. But before that happens, could you do me a favor?
Anything. Yes, what is it?
My name's Mandy.
What?
Mandy Manuel. I'm sure you heard the songs. She rubs her neck. I've been running for a long time. From what I was, who I was at the time, or what people painted me to be. My hair isn't even this color. I dyed it because I wanted to be something shiny. Something nice. Something pretty.
It's unfortunate you've had to pretend this whole time.
In a way I wasn't. In a way I was. I just wanted to be liked. And at least to you, I was more sincere, I guess. It was hard to let go with Copernicus around. But it's strange. I think I wanted him to accept me most of all. I think that he might have. That he would have wanted to. But I will never know now. All that I saw was him killing someone like me. For no reason. Other than they are what they were.
He was confused for a long time about the stories he's heard of the consulate, what is really important, wealth and success. It's a shame he did what he did, but misguided as this world is, it seemed it was always going to be the case.
I don't know. I think he could have understood if he had the chance.
You had, for all your whoever you want it to be and present yourself as, you had quite the impact on Liana. I think the situation is similar for her. She wanted to be more like you. And that's my fault. I paid more attention to you than her.
What did you do to her?
If all the cards are on the table now, I didn't do anything. She, wrapped up in jealousy, thought you were taking over her life, became a Cambion.
That's a thing you can just do?
Apparently, yes.
Huh.
I'm lucky enough to have seen this in my future. Having touched the portent in my past, as I told you, I would have never known that is how a Cambion comes to be, to feel replaced. She isn't
Oh.
a creature, she doesn't even know it herself. She still is her. She thinks she's taken over Liana's body.
Oh. Okay.
It's an unfortunate situation. I hate to admit it, but she's everything I wanted. And it's my fault. All the pressure I put on her to be different. And now she is. And she's a monster.
The best thing you can probably show her is that it was okay that she was what she was. I liked her for what she was.
Oh, she doesn't even know what she was.
You could show her. Actually accept her. For once.
I accept her for what she is now. There's no point looking back.
It's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it?
You might see it that way. And I see how many would. But if fate has led me to one place, this just to look at this now, and to know that the future is what matters. The future is what I saw, and the present is where I am. And maybe the portents are onto something. The past isn't real after all. She says jokingly, half believing it just to feel better about herself.
Looking into that one skull really messed you up, huh?
She has no comeback and shyly nods.
If this doesn't work, I'm going to be looking into the Redeemers. I'll probably explode or something.
Normally I would try and talk you out of it, but it really seems like our only option at this point, doesn't it?
It really does. Baphomet. A scapegoat. I guess in the end it really is true. But at the very least I can say that I went out being me. If it doesn't work,
I'd hate to be crude, but if we're going to go that far, we may be best suited to bind you.
oh no, yeah, I was going to suggest the same. Gosh, I wish I could somehow write my words down so that people could actually. But I know they wouldn't look at it.
Well,
I'm going to disappear.
disappear where?
I mean,
Ah, in time.
well, maybe even quicker.
Well, look around you.
People seem to move on a lot.
You may not have gone through all these skulls individually, and we can't look at every single one of them, but they're not forgotten.
Who was to say that mine would be picked up among all of them? But maybe. Oh. Tell Kenneth he's really cool. And he's like the first person that was actually really accepting of me. So,
Please, at least stay optimistic. You're not gone yet. You can tell him yourself.
no. But if it goes wrong, I'd rather not regret.
I see. Well, let me ask you, what is your end goal here? What do you really think we'll be able to find? You truly think we can still have a redeemer in this town after all we've been through?
Oh, after all I have seen, yeah, no, it is definitely possible. A lot more things are possible than I originally thought.
Well, good. Maybe you have more optimism than me after all.
Well, here's the thing. Anything that could happen could be good or bad in their extremes. So I guess it might not be a bad idea to come armed. Who knows, maybe I'll turn into a giant monster.
I hope not.
It's very possible. So actually, seriously, bring a weapon.
All right.
Also, a lady in the woods told me that if we ever see the golem, that we should just try and talk to it.
But she also was completely cool with nature taking over the town, so that's kind of suspicious.
That is very concerning.
Yeah. Wasn't fond of that. But it's an option. It's something to keep in mind, I guess.
I suppose I didn't know that. I can see Copernicus's point of view a little bit more clearly.
Well... nature's a dick, but not all of them are. Death is kind of cool sometimes.
Well, let me know when you're ready and we can attempt this.
Yep. First I'm gonna start reading up on if this is even possible in the first place. If this place even has the knowledge in the first place. Before that. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
I'll gather Korag from the village, just in case we need any extra helping hand around, should anything go awry.
Okay.
Okay. Scarlet goes down to town and gathers the big strong man to help watch over you as you do whatever it is that needs to be done here.
Okay. Well, I already had it written down. So I'm going to look up how do we get the Redeemer's power?
That we is
Insanity
cute.
time. Yeah, it used to be a we. It was written down as we at the time.
Okay, let me grab my notes because I did write something for this, but I forget it's been a minute.
I even underlined the we part. It's underlined. That message isn't edited. That's just how it was.
Yeah, sad. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that is your choice on what you're researching in the library. As a reminder for everyone, in the beginning of the campaign, I gave players different starting items, and for Eerie, I gave her the opportunity to, during a downtime, use the library to find any bit of information, but depending on the severity of the information sought, she may gain varying degrees of madness, or if she asks something really way too heavy, then she could potentially just die. And that option has remained open to her this whole time, and is finally being used for, to figure out how we get the Redeemer's power.
Fuck me, dude. It's so... It still feels disingenuous to write I because she still considers them as a unit. I still consider us a unit. Or at least for the present characters, you know.
Eerie begins her research within the ossuary's library. Scrolls and books and scraps of paper left out throughout the years, gathered through various merchants who have traveled through the town, as well as the writings of previous ossuary keepers that have tried to maintain the history of this place. Though many of the writings themselves are so ancient and contain such dangerous information that they are rife with madness, and it is hard to find anything in this library that does not come without risk. Unlike Scarlet, who would find this information slowly over an extremely long period of time, being as careful as possible, Eerie is reckless. She has to be. There's no time left to take the precautions that would have been taken in the past. Immediately, her research leads her into two different directions. It seems with time you could uncover more about the ritualistic transition of one Redeemer to the next, how it is passed down generation to generation, where you must go, and who must help you. It seems to be a long and difficult journey, which had Mahant, the previous Redeemer, absent from the town for several months before he acquired the power for himself and returned. On the other hand, you may learn how to make a Redeemer yourself. This might sound like the same thing, but they are very, very different. It is much more problematic, and you can even feel death watching you closely as you read about this choice. Which one would you like to find out more about?
Can I ask Seymour about why he is so sketched out about it?
Sure.
Okay, Seymour, I can see that you're being a little bit eyes on this. Is there a reason why you don't want me to do this? Or is there a reason why you do want me to do this? I don't quite know your opinion yet.
I just like watching people read. It's very exciting.
So you wouldn't care if I went with the make a Redeemer option?
I mean, I might have to kill you who is myself, but I mean, sure, if you want to do that.
Why would you need to kill me?
I mean, why would you want to make your own Redeemer?
Why not? What does it mean?
I mean, aren't you satisfied with the infinite power of the cosmos, death living within your very mind? You're not satisfied.
You're not really being super helpful.
Oh, I'm not being helpful. Maybe you should try killing Kenneth.
No.
Well, it wouldn't be able to be you.
Oh?
As I've explained, your mind is already occupied.
But you see, here's the issue. You are clearly an entity with a lot of emotions, a lot of drive, which means
I am cool, calm, and
that
collected
you
like a cucumber.
are capable of making mistakes, or even lying.
I've never made a mistake ever.
So you don't feel any apprehension towards snakes, where you are jealous of them and wish that you had made a cooler creation. In
I
your own
made the
words,
coolest
not very long
creation.
ago.
You're misunderstanding. I'm annoyed that people don't see how cool dragons are. Not that I did it wrong.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I like them both. Does that bother you?
Infinitely.
You see, you are jealous. Because you hate that I like snakes, even though I also like dragons.
All right,
And I
I'm
acknowledge
jealous.
that
I'm
before.
not hiding that. I'm jealous.
Okay.
I just don't understand. What does that mean?
It means that you're fallible, which means that you can make mistakes
Jealousy
or lie.
is not fallible.
Mm,
You can be right and jealous at the same time.
Usually if you're like an all-knowing, all-seeing, like all-perfect being, you wouldn't have those sort of, emotions.
Then
So?
why? This says who?
What I'm getting is that basically it more or less is implied.
What's implied? That I'm lying to you that you'll never become a redeemer.
Well, that is the end point that could be happening. Basically, I don't know whether or not you're telling the truth,
Then why would I lie?
because you don't want to have our headspace accompanied by anybody else. I think that'd be a very clear motivation.
I definitely wouldn't, but that doesn't make it not impossible.
So then why do you care only for this option, not the other one?
I don't care about either of them.
You definitely care about this other option. So you see that right there, you're lying.
All
Gotcha.
all right, listen. You make your own Redeemer, it's a big mess. And then I might have to care about something for once and kill you and kill whoever you make it. It's a whole thing.
Why would that happen?
Listen, it's not worth the effort.
Okay, I hear you on that, but can you still at least tell me why?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I'm gonna do it.
No, you're not going to. No, you're not going to do it.
I'm
No.
looking at its direction.
No, stop reading.
Oh? Are you gonna tell me?
Fucking no. I can't.
You physically can't?
No, I can, but it gets worse if I tell you. Stupid little monkey people running around with too much information. Doing their stupid little monkey hand things and touching all the stuff with their little hairy nobules.
Okay, so you theorize that if I knew more, that I'd be much more inclined to do it?
You might get a crazy idea from somewhere that wasn't good old Seymour Butts looking out for your better interests.
You want me to die?
It's passively, not like an active. I'm really mad about it all the time. I mean, it'd be cool if you
not?
died. I mean, you're alive. I do have infinite cosmic power and can shoot rays of solar energy from the sky, decimating the entire planet.
So what happens if I did know? Are you implying that, like, I would go insane?
You might, tell someone else, and then they might try and do it, and then someone else might try and do it, and then before you know it, everyone's living inside someone's head, and it's a whole fucking mess.
Oh, so you're implying that create another Redeemer means to create another God.
No, it's different. You wouldn't get it. Listen, I'm one person. And I'm absolutely the all-powerful God thing.
Okay. I keep my promises. We can keep it between just you and me. To be honest, I think the other two kind of want to be out of it. I promise you I won't tell other people.
All right. And I promise
you know that I'm telling the truth.
I promise you this is the bad option.
Okay. Is the other option even worth it? Does it like actually do anything?
I mean, there could potentially be another Redeemer, sure. It just wouldn't be you.
I think I'm okay with that.
Who's it gonna be?
Liana. Or Kenneth.
No.
Wouldn't it be funny though?
I will
think
call
it'd be really
Perseus
funny.
to destroy this town as soon as possible if it's Kenneth.
It would be hilarious though.
It's not funny at all, and I don't like this joke.
I don't like most of the jokes you do either.
That's fucked up. I'm very funny.
You are funny sometimes, but sometimes you make really fucked up jokes, like telling me to kill myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you see. And Kenneth would be a great Redeemer, right?
Jump off a cliff.
You know, maybe having you in my head isn't so bad.
That's cringe.
Yeah, but I'm kind of okay with that too.
It is a lot better now that all the others are dead.
I
can think a lot more clearly.
It's easier, I guess. I'm not thankful that they're dead, though.
Oh, I am. Of all the ones that could have survived, you were my favorite.
You.
So I admit, I instantly told Copernicus to kill you. I ratted you out.
You're
Told
a
him
dick.
about your mind tricks. He didn't do it.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, now you can feel bad about that too. Cliff option sounding pretty good right about now.
No, I'm not a quitter.
Oh, I mean, you'll totally get a second chance in the afterlife.
Is there an afterlife, Mr. Dad?
Oh, yes, definitely. Try it.
No. I'll get there when I earn it.
I think you've done enough.
That's sweet, but not really. Anyway, I guess it's time to learn how to make your new Redeemer. If this is the last time that I get to talk to you, you're really cool.
You could talk to me whenever you want if you kill Kenneth.
That's not gonna happen.
What about, like, a serpent that you're not friends with?
That's much more agreeable.
Nice.
But I don't even really know of another one that's not guarded by a giant army.
No, we could make them our bitches. One single meteor.
Wouldn't that, like, destroy everything else?
Yes, it would.
You sound really, really eager about
You
this.
haven't seen everything else. What's the difference if it's gone or not?
It's because it means I won't be able to see it.
All right, whatever. Read your books. Do your little research. Make your redeemer and have to put it down.
Okay. Wait a minute.
She like pauses.
What does your... Are you saying it's possible to get your power without having to just enslave myself? Because you know that's not going to happen, right? Like, it's not even an option.
What to get my power enslaved? How are you enslaved?
Well, you said, like, back at the witch thing that we would have to give our entire, like, free will to you.
Oh, yes, you would.
Really?
I mean, maybe not all of it, just a little pinch.
What does that actually look like?
Oh, that looks like Harold.
Harold?
Good old Harold. You don't even remember Harold. You fucking
Yeah,
killed
I
him.
know. No, I remember him. I'm just trying to comprehend what that even means.
Listen, you all came together in one glorious moment to witness the power of death. And you decided to make a pumpkin blue. It's the only time you let me in to try and help even a little bit. Was that enslavement?
That was letting you in? A headache?
And just a pinch.
Wait, that was it? And you were phrasing it that ominously?
Well, it was just a pumpkin.
Oh, so if it was something like actually...
Oh, no, I mean, like, just a little headache is not really a big deal.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm understanding you properly. So you're saying that in order to do, like, crazy shit, all I would have to trade for it is a headache?
Listen, I may be all-powerful and all-knowing. I may be the destroyer of the world, the future world, not right now. Like, I can't do it now because you need to tell me to do it.
Oh.
You need to prove that you want it. You need to kill Kenneth.
I'm pretty sure you gave me other options.
Yes, but that's the best one.
That's the one that you like the most, I know.
You wouldn't have to read your stupid books. What is this for? You need a redeemer to protect Sideways from what?
Well, unfortunately, some stuff that my group even got into motion.
If you just let me in a little bit, the world would have to protect itself from me.
Well, that's sort of a problem. I don't really want to destroy the world, Death.
All right, we won't destroy the world. We'll just... I don't know.
I'm content with destroying people who want to hurt us sideways.
I could do that. That'd be easy.
Hmm. What would...
It's really weird that you're only starting to ask these questions now.
Well, to be fair, when you were bringing them up before, you made them sound so much worse than they actually were.
Well, that's
That being
my
said,
bad.
I'm sort of-
I come on a little bit strong. I was locked up for so long and only had a stupid dragon to talk to, and I'm the one that can call them stupid, not you.
You...
I'm the
called them-
daddy. I don't want to hear you talk about my boy that way.
I wouldn't. I think that they are a darling, and I am offended that you would call them that.
Oh, well, he is a moron, but he's a
How dare
sweet,
you.
sweet boy.
He is a sweet boy. Okay. Hypothetically speaking, I don't see any reason why I can't do both. Because I think that what the Redeemer was very important. And it was definitely important to this town, and I care about
Yes,
this
it
town.
honestly really wasn't.
Okay, is that true, or are you lying to me?
How was he important? What did he do? Think about it, dear. What did he do?
We didn't really know. But he did keep everyone else off our backs.
What did the Aegis Order tell you?
That he didn't really do anything, but I'm sure that's just what they would say, just so they can excuse doing whatever the hell they wanted. like
Oh, and
hurting
I'm
the
saying it, and
dragons.
everyone's saying it, and we're all making it up. He's fucking useless.
Maybe that Redeemer didn't do as much as ones in the past. Maybe. I'm willing to accept that, but...
Oh, yes, I wouldn't know any of the other ones.
Okay. Well, then what do they do? And why is it so important that if they don't do anything, then why is it so detrimental to make a new one, right?
It's not the same thing. God damn it. There's a group of people who are very good at making it. Okay? And you're an amateur and you'd fuck it up.
Ah, okay. And if I don't do this, is there just never another one?
Why would we need another one? That's what I'm saying. It's a title. Doesn't mean anything.
And it doesn't give them supreme power that is worthy of having people dedicated to making them and not fucking it up?
Alright, listen. You have death in your mind. Seymour Butts, the greatest that ever lived, the goat. What do you need a redeemer for, who has nothing in his marriage? Nothing!
I know I'm okay. But having a little extra help doesn't hurt.
Listen. I suggest we go down to the town. We pulled Kenneth's tongue out of his face. Rip apart his eyes, make a nice little ritual circle, do some bonding. And we can just be the Redeemer. Just tell everyone that you're the Redeemer. And I will make it true.
I have to kill Kenneth to do that.
It's one stupid serpent.
Who showed me genuine kindness and hugged me.
Oh, they don't have a real brain.
I somehow doubt that if they have enough of one to be able to, like, speak telepathically in people's minds. Hey, you got nothing on that, huh? You just got... You have no retort.
Listen, it's all you. I've laid out the cards, I've pointed out how futile and useless all of this is, and yet you persist.
I'm not disagreeable. I just need more information.
On
I
what?
want to work with you as a team. But I have boundaries.
Oh, that is why we cannot work together. Because you have too many boundaries in your little problems and you won't give in.
I don't have too many.
So many.
I just refuse to kill Kenneth.
And that's the deal breaker, isn't it?
Okay. So you're saying it has to be Kenneth and no one else, and you never made a deal with me or tried to proposition a deal with me for killing anyone else ever?
Alright, if you were like really hungry one night and you were like, I definitely want a bowl of noodles. I could get you a bowl of noodles without killing Kenneth, but if you want something that actually matters, then you need to sacrifice. You need to make the tough decisions. You need another fucking blue pumpkin, then you could just join hands and you'd circle jerk.
Okay. How about this? I'll give you my arm.
What?
I'm saying I am willing to injure myself.
Oh, I don't even know why people have two of those.
And I too? Would that make it better for you?
Mm-hmm. And what am I giving in return?
Why can't you do the Redeemer thing from that? If anything, that's the ultimate sacrifice.
When you
loving
say
myself
do the
permanently.
Redeemer thing, you're asking me to make a Redeemer.
The thing you offered me before.
Ah, yes.
Ultimate power.
Oh, yeah.
Basically be all powerful, do whatever the hell that we want.
One-armed Cyclops Redeemer.
Why not?
And everyone will laugh at us. They'll say, look at
then we tear
one
up
eye
their
over
tongues.
there.
Because you see, the difference is that when I grew up, I had no power.
All right, unfortunately, let's get real. There's one more stipulation,
Okay.
and you'll never agree.
Which is?
Well, how strong of a Redeemer do you want to be?
How strong can I be?
Oh, you could kill Jitters, you could kill Tony, we could kill Jimmy, and we could be infinitely powerful.
And if we don't do that, would they gain power too?
Yeah, it's like sort of a little bit.
And then if they happen to die over time, would I then gain their power?
Sort of. There's a lot of sort of. I mean, honestly, at this point, Jitters is going to outlast you all. I'm going to spend another 1,000 years in Jitters' minds, and I don't think that I can handle it.
I thought you said you liked jitters.
At times, he's so random and crazy, and he smells bad, but he listens. Now that's a man who would kill Kenneth.
Well, it seems like he's done everything. Experienced everything. He makes me wonder if even what I'm doing is real. But
No.
I mean... no, it just isn't.
Yeah, you're asleep right now, so just like pick a random choice, it'll all work out. Scarlet
I
thinks
don't
you've been
believe that.
reading this whole time.
I know, and that's fine. She can believe that. I mean, it's not like she hasn't lied to me hundreds of times before.
Yeah. I mean, we
Yeah.
could kill her.
Oh,
This building's kind of like a circle. It's like an already made perfect circle for rituals. I just think it would be
Are you
kind of
saying-
cool. Like, what if we smeared her blood on the dragon skull?
are you saying that's an option?
I'm just saying, for fun, if you wanted to really hang out and do me things for once, it's always you.
I don't want to kill anyone in Sideways. Outside, I'm much more agreeable. In fact, there is a guy I really want to kill.
You
The guy
see,
who's...
you don't even
pretending.
understand that once again this is what you want and that's why it's insufficient.
Oh, you're like a god of discomforts.
No,
rainbow
not even
of
that.
things
You're
that-
so confused. Listen,
Okay.
for me to help you, it's gotta suck. It just has to be that way. You need to prove you want my help, because I'm not gonna help someone who doesn't fully want my help. You need to sign the contract in blood. You need to understand what you're signing up for.
So you're saying if I kill Scarlet, it would happen?
Jeez, apparently you don't care about her at all.
No, I do care. A lot.
Listen, if you step on an ant, who gives a fuck? You need to care. Kenneth's blood is worth something to you. It proves you're committed. This is real gang shit.
You didn't care back when we didn't even know who Kenneth was, and I didn't even really... I barely knew or barely cared before, but you still wanted me to kill Kenneth.
But now it's even better now that you do. It's a win-win. I get what I want, and I get what I want twice. He doesn't have any arms. It'd be so easy.
There is... someone more uncomfortable than that.
Me, I'm getting very uncomfortable. This is going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere. I'm just exploring my options. Okay?
Oh, we play our fun little game. Oh, kill Kenneth, it'll be so fun. Oh, I don't want to. We're friends. I'll kill Kenneth. Oh, no, I don't want to. We get it. I'll just go to bed until you die. Your natural old person death.
Hold on. You're saying it has to be uncomfortable for it to work, right?
To an extent, you might be misunderstanding again, but my parameters are set. Kenneth must die.
It has to be Kenneth.
I'd be happy if it was Kenneth.
Is your happiness a requirement?
No, but you care so much about him and so little for Seymour.
I care about you a lot.
Well, prove it.
Here's the thing. I know now that I can care about people
While they're dead.
without doing everything that they tell me to do. I mean, fuck, a dude picked me up in Eden and had me... He... helped him get away with his life's work, how he described it.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry, we're friends. I shouldn't wow our friends. Alright. Harold fucking hated that. Listen, you're going to do what you're going to do. It's clear that I can't change your moral compass. This conversation is better had with Jitters.
You're telling me to talk to Jitters?
Oh no, I'm gonna go tell Jitters to kill Kenneth. Bye.
Fuck me, dude. Okay.
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, I don't think that helped.
It did, but it didn't at the same time. Because at the very least, I know now for sure I'm not going to be making a new Redeemer. Because that was interesting, but, I... Did I help Scarlet along, at least? with my recklessness.
What do you mean with your reading?
Yeah.
This is fully on you to reach the end of which path you want to go down.
Okay. God. I'm sort of sitting here too, because I don't want to be inconsiderate to the other players and what time they put into, right? I care about that.
Octo might be here.
Oh shit, dude. Get him in here. I can bounce my thoughts off of somebody.
Someone that isn't death? What? He seems trustworthy.
He has. She caught him in the lie so many times, but.
they medium kill Kenneth. Well, we just rough him up a little bit.
I'll tell you my thoughts, and my thoughts are leaning towards the both option. Why not just do both? See what the fuck happens.
Wait, do both of what?
I'm not committing yet, but
Read
my
both?
thoughts are no. Learn how to make the same Redeemer, the usual ritual, and then maybe a little bit do what Death wanted, but I'm not 100% on it.
Ah, okay.
Because she cares about the town a lot, but she also cares about Kenneth a lot. But she also cares about... You see, here's the part that's weird, is that she cares about Kenneth a lot, but she also really cares about the town, and also Liana. So, like, it's like a math numbers game. And I mean, regardless of... like, this is me speaking as Eerie. She cares about her connection with Jimmy. She cares about her connection with Tony, and she doesn't want them to die. There's just a lot. There's a lot of people that she does want to protect. And like that the people are nice to her here, and she likes them.
Would you kill Kenneth? The Twitch chat poll ended in a no. 54% of people in chat would not kill Kenneth.
Oh man. Oh gosh, chat is on the same like kind of wavelength as I am. Like I'm not 100% saying no, but I'm like sort of looking at it like, God, that would make shit easier, wouldn't it? But it's like, at what point does it end, right? Because he will it be like that one time and then that's it, or will there always be more uncomfortable moments as you go on, right?
I just don't meet any more serpents.
There's serpents everywhere. And why would it be? Oh man.
Octo says he's coming on.
Okay. It would make me feel a little bit better to have another player help me for this decision, because it's not even so much that like I don't know what I want to do, because I do kind of know what I want to do. But it feels better to have it be like a conversation between the people who are here, It's not me campaign. It's not only me. I'm not the only one that matters.
It partly is right now, but...
Yeah, but it's
I know what you mean.
I want to respect the players' time that they have committed. I know that they care about this campaign too.
Yeah, it's a medium level session appearance.
Oh wait, shit, you're right. He came in halfway. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
he wanted to be here for an average amount of time. He's always in character. Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, it's feeling like a pee break.
Becoming the Redeemer. Solo Redeemer. It is kind of cool, though. Also, talking to death is always fun. It's just great. I actually really enjoyed their conversation.
Piss yourself. Do it. Do a doo-doo in your diaper.
Fine, Death. Fine. Seymour, if you want me to shit myself and to prove that I'm a human, I'll do it.
He has like the impulse control of like an 8-year-old that just figured out how to words. Wait a minute, what if we made a dragon the Redeemer? Wait, what would happen?
Hmm.
I think Death would be cool with that. But I also like the idea of Liana the Redeemer. We can't make Jitters the Redeemer. He already has death in his mind. I actually was considering killing Liana to become the Redeemer. Because she would actually care more about killing Liana than she would about Kenneth.
Then why would you kill Liana instead of Kenneth?
Because she didn't want to deal with beef. That's literally it. She didn't want to deal with beef.
Oh my god, but if you had the power of the Redeemer, then you could deal with beef. Just kill everyone. Just cover up all your murders.
It's just more death. But, like, Liana's personal. So it would, like, ring in her head more.
Yeah, what the fuck is Octo? I see you. You're visible.
I know I'd have to deal with Scarlet, which is why it's also even more uncomfortable. Yeah, she is also a witch too. Yeah, it's just all around more uncomfortable. I think
Okay.
she has way more of a connection with Liana than she does with Kenneth.
Okay, I'm here. I'm sorry.
That's not a problem. I really should have said something throughout the week. I can understand why
No.
you'd think there'd be no episode.
No, I completely forgot. I think I went to bed at like 9:30 a.m. and I'm sorry, it
no.
just totally slipped my mind. I'm so sorry.
Like I said, it's understandable that it slipped your mind because we haven't played in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Where's
You want to
Tony?
take
Where's
like
he?
5 minutes to like,
No,
like wake up a little bit?
I've taken too much time already. No more time for me. Where am I? What am I doing?
He's not tired. He's just sad that Copernicus died.
Yeah, it don't matter. None of this matters.
If that's the case, then she would probably go and talk to Medium Tony about a couple things.
Yeah. We'll have you guys meet outside here, and you can catch Medium Tony up.
Hey, sorry, I was kind of, like, I was catatonic. What happened?
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. What happened?
Gosh, I missed you. So, here's the thing: we're against a pretty big brick wall. Nothing medium about it. It's just
No, we're in a room. Where are we?
no. I mean, like situationally speaking, we
Situationally
lost our
speaking, we're in a
friends.
room. We're not in front of a wall. What are you talking about?
Okay,
Look.
Tony. We need another redeemer. We don't have one.
Yeah, we do. We got this. There's two of us right here. What? It's
don't have the Redeemer
great value redeemer. So
It matters because there's going to be people who will come and hurt this town and us. Especially now that people definitely realize that the Redeemer is not around anymore.
who's gonna know? We never told nobody.
No, it was definitely told. It was definitely told to multiple people, even people in power. So
Oh yeah, I think I did that. Sorry about that.
it's a situation we just gotta deal with. But like so what I am currently floating around, and I talked to our friend a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Got a bit more information. So I am researching how to create or reimburse just create another redeemer.
Oh,
And I came
okay. How do we
to-
do that? Can we just like, hey, you're a redeemer now? Can we just bring people in? We have that power?
Here's the thing. Death is pretty solid, and I think I'm taking his word on this one, which is
okay. There's your first mistake.
No. Hold on. I've actually gotten pretty good to like. I figured out his ticks. I think I've nailed when he's actually lying and when he isn't.
Yeah, me
don't
too.
think he was
It's
lying.
all the time.
No, there is a tone that he picks up. He feels it's like very remorse and very quiet. It's not mumbly, it's just sad. But anyway, he's pretty certain that we can't be the new Redeemers.
Think you got bad at host syndrome. Are you okay?
Probably not, but I'm thinking a little bit clearer on some things at least. Regardless, we need someone that has the Redeemer's power, right?
Yeah, okay.
And I can research that. Even if it's whether or not it's true, we should at least be mentally prepared for the fact that it might not be able to be one of us. Right, can we agree on that one? Like
Okay,
just
yeah.
in case.
What do we do? I mean, okay, so who's
We
it
would
gonna
have
be?
to find out who it would be. I have a couple ideas. One is, and Death hates this one, Kenneth. The other that I'm thinking of is Liana, but she's, well, complicated.
Okay, who's
The
that
other
again?
is, Liana is the blue-haired girl that.
Right. Who?
Otherwise,
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. But really, who?
Scarlet's daughter.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you. I knew the whole time.
Okay.
Who though? Who are you talking about?
Okay. Anyway, or else a dragon.
Oh, how do you propose that?
I guess, or I haven't at least found anything yet that says that it needs to be human. And considering the way that Death objected to Kenneth becoming the new Redeemer, it's definitely possible for non-humans. So I don't see how it wouldn't work for dragons either.
All right, sure.
Which do you think we should go with?
I don't know. Dragons is cool.
Just because it's cool?
Yeah, I mean, look, the first time I've made a major life decision because I thought it was cool.
We should ask for the permission first, obviously, but I also don't even know exactly what this entails yet. Other than that, Death proposed that we could become basically the new Redeemers.
Cool.
If we
I mean, if we
killed
what? Oh, if we kill Kenneth, right? Okay, yeah. No, I'm not doing that.
He seems to be telling Jitters to be doing it, or at least implied that. So it might be a thing that just happens. I don't know.
All
if
right,
it's specifically
Eric-
the person who does it or whatever. But, you know.
Let me tell you something right now. Listen, I think you gave him too much trust to old Seymour there. He'll say whatever he wants to say to get us to you know. Tony makes the cutting motion across his neck. He has absolutely no stake in this. He can say whatever he wants, you know?
I guess. It's just that, hypothetically speaking, if what he is saying is correct, then technically speaking, that we already have the means to become a Redeemer ourselves. And apparently, by the way, Redeemers are a thing that are made. So,
Like cheese? Do you just put them in a cave for a while and then they grow and then after a while they taste pretty good?
there isn't going to be just one. Like, there are other Redeemers in the world.
Well, there's
so-
more than one kind of cheese.
I guess, but yeah, basically, yeah. So, it is possible we could have other Redeemers coming over and saying, hey, fuck you, give us your town, or something.
You know, blue cheese comes over and he's like, hey, Cheddar, you suck. What's up with you? You know? And then, you know, I stab him because Cheddar's sharp.
It might not be a bad idea to have two, theoretically.
Okay, sure.
Which would mean the death thing, if that wasn't totally clear.
Wait, so hold on, wait, I think I misunderstood you. What does this got to do with death?
It might be possible that we already are in the process of becoming one. I'm not 100% sure yet. But what could be happening is that we are in the precipice of becoming a Redeemer already.
Okay, so what, we just continue to do the normal thing and we protect
Meaning
the
that
town?
we would have to actually perform the ritual that Death wants us to.
Oh, okay. And to do that, we gotta what?
The thing that we really don't want to do,
What, kill Kenneth?
apparently.
I'm not doing that.
All right.
Look, I suggest a course of action as follows. We don't do nothing. Continue to, I don't know, try and make sure nothing bad happens to the town. And if it does, we tried. Like a, C+ grade work.
I care about what happens, and I want to try my best.
I mean,
wanna
too,
really try,
within
but-
reason.
I suppose that's fair. Actually, I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Unrelated to this, but like it is important.
Okay.
How do you handle not being maximum all the
What do you
time?
mean? Because I'm medium?
No, I mean like I in my own eerie terms, I guess, want to be maximum all the time, but I'm not.
Well, that's because you hold yourself to an impossible standard and you don't want to disappoint anybody. And so you take it upon yourself to personally put yourself out there to prevent anyone else from being disappointed at the detriment to your own mental health.
Huh. Huh.
You two should kiss.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Lady, I'm just trying to help you, all right? I'm looking
No,
out for
that-
you.
That is helpful. I should probably tell you some things.
Okay. Tony sits down on the ground. Do I gotta go anywhere? Should I get like a chair or something?
Maybe?
She like looks
Yeah.
around. It's like a box will work, right? Just blink.
Tony will sit down on this box here. Oh, here we
That
go.
works.
Oh, thanks.
She like presses her hands against each other and like presses it against her lip.
So, impossible standards. Yeah.
Tony takes out a pair of fake glasses and puts them on and steeples his hands and leans back slightly. Go
Okay,
on.
that's pretty. Okay, you're a really funny guy.
I'm okay.
You're. Yeah, but that's the part about you that is great, is that you don't. You're unapologetically yourself, and I wish I was like that.
You can be. You just gotta get over your own trepidations.
Yeah. A couple things.
Uh-huh.
I guess it's not really a couple.
She extends a hand like very stiffly and awkwardly.
My name is Mandy.
Tony looks behind him over both shoulders. Oh, are we doing... I didn't know we were moving on to the roleplay section of this.
No, it's actually Mandy Manuel.
Okay. What? Yes, hello, and I am Bruce Goodman. It's
Tony,
a pleasure to meet
I
you.
lied to you about my identity.
What? What do you mean?
I grew up in a place that didn't like magic.
Okay.
Um,
Nobody really likes magic around here. I don't think that's that different.
no, that's the entire point of Sideways, Tony, is that they actually do.
I guess we tolerate it.
No. We like it.
She like nervously like fiddles with her hands.
Okay. And?
Well, I realized that I had powers at a very young age after I was bullied. A lot.
Yeah, don't worry. Listen, I completely sympathize. I got bullied too after I discovered powers. I've discovered that I had powers by other people. Usually my power only comes after I eat something high in fiber or a lot of beans.
No, actually, I wasn't bullied because of my powers. I got my powers because of the bullying.
Oh.
I tripped one day in the town square and my skirt went up.
Sorry.
She like glares at him for a second, but she like.
And it never stopped. It just got worse and bigger and violent.
Oh, okay, yes. And how did that make you feel?
Like I wasn't a person.
Oh, I see. And why is that?
That's okay. Because they weren't treating me like one. I felt like
and how
if
did
I
that
had-
make you feel?
Tony, you're funny, but you're being a bit of a jerk right now.
No, I'm being very. Listen,
Yeah, okay,
I'm
you're
asking
being
you how it
serious.
made you
Okay,
feel.
then I'll take you seriously. Okay, look, it's the problem is that I made one mistake. One. And then everything happened. It was like a waterfall that never stopped. It just got bigger.
And why do you think that is?
Because that's what happened. And I got obsessed over the idea that if they just forgot it, then I would be left alone.
I see. Well, how did that make you feel?
Like I should study magic to erase people's memories.
And why do you... Wait, what?
Yeah.
What do you mean erase people's memories? You keep going around erasing people's memories? That stays memories!
Mm-hmm.
But why? Like, why that? I mean, that's like saying, oh no, I lost, oh no, I misplaced my favorite shoe. Better go burn down City Hall.
You don't. People were throwing rocks at me, at my parents, at my home.
People
were
call
dropping
me...
water buckets on my head.
People call me fat, and I was like, nah, I ain't fat, I'm medium.
They cut my clothes.
I mean, that's awful, but people in general kind of suck, so you gotta balance it out, That's why I try and be as balanced as possible.
I didn't have anyone.
She's right.
What, that she didn't have no
No,
one?
I got bullied once. So
Oh,
I invented
really?
a way to kill gods.
Well, okay. Well, that sounds... Okay, well, Seymour, Tony will kind of turn to another direction, but there's no one there. And why do you think that is?
You think what is?
Why do you think that you wanted to kill God?
It had to be done. They pushed me too far. All I'm
Well,
saying
now
is
that-
that she's right. She
And-
needed
and
to
how
do
did
whatever she
that
had to
make you
do.
feel?
Oh, it made me feel great. A little scared, though.
No, and why do you think that is?
Because I knew that my uncontested power would lead to the eventual destruction of this world.
And how did that make you feel?
Tired and bored.
Well, there you go, see? So maybe you realized that this endless cycle of destruction can only accomplish nothing.
Yeah, so I took a long nap. Now we're
Okay,
here.
so did that make you feel better when you took the long nap?
No.
Oh, so maybe you realized that, one, wanton destruction and terror doesn't make you feel better, and two, running away from your problems doesn't make you feel better.
Oh no, I have to be clear, the destruction did make me feel better.
Okay, alright. I think that's where we're sort of encountering the problem here.
It's just that I didn't get to choose the destruction. They made me do it, and it wasn't my idea originally. I'm sorry, this was about Erie. I don't mean to interrupt.
No,
Excuse me.
I'm totally
We're
cool with
calling
you
her
getting in.
Mandy now. I'm sorry.
no.
You can call me Yuri. It's okay.
No. Seymour, I think this is important. I think we're close to a breakthrough here. I mean, Seymour, I feel like you got a lot of things that you just haven't really had anybody to talk about.
I had talked to Harold about this many times.
What did he say?
He said, why did you make me do it? Why did I have to kill them all?
You know, Seymour, I feel like maybe there's an option here where, you benefit and we benefit. Maybe if you just, pull back on the destruction a bit, then maybe you'd feel better.
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
Oh, well, that's
Serpents
good
only.
news.
A genocide.
Okay, that's,
A lot more targeted, not so widespread.
Okay, so sort of focusing you kind of,
My hatred lies with the serpents now.
okay, alright, I see. Just all serpents, or...
I suppose we could include all snakes.
So all serpents and all snakes.
Yes.
I see. Okay, and why do you think that is?
Because they make dragons look bad.
Well, why do you think they make them look bad? I think they both complement the world.
See, that's the problem right there. You're on their side.
No, hey, listen, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm completely impartial.
Dragons
look at my
came
name.
first, and serpents get all the glory.
Well, I think dragons get a lot of the glory. I mean, look at them. They're pretty majestic.
Says the guy sitting in a building with a skull of a dragon above him.
Yeah, because look, I think that really ties the whole look together.
Oh, yes, it's really fucking looks great.
Yeah, I agree. We're on the same page.
Poor little old life ender didn't deserve this fate.
Okay, we'll look at it this way, right? So, without snakes and serpents, how, think of it this way, right? So, dragons are like the okay-looking girl at the tavern.
All right, I don't want to hear it. No, I will end you if you say another medium thing about dragons. Dragons are way above medium.
No, let me finish saying it, all right? Snakes are the ugly friend that make the medium girl look better by comparison.
You're saying dragons are medium girls?
Yeah. That's a pretty big compliment if you ask me.
What?
What do you mean, what? That's it. The end.
All right, listen, go back to your bonding and deciding about killing Kenneth already. That's what you're going to do. We all here in a group can agree you're going to kill Kenneth. Just up to it.
Tony like looks over at Erie. He's like, do we agree on that?
She slowly shrugs.
I think at this point we should talk to Jitters about it too. See what he's doing.
Oh, we gotta weigh in. Listen, this is a democracy. We gotta all vote. My votes count for 10. Everybody else's count for.
Don't talk to him.
Please don't do that again.
Don't talk to Jitters.
Oh, this is a bad
Why
idea.
not?
Jitters has gone psycho. He'll murder you.
Hold
If he
on.
does, then
Wouldn't that be
then
good
that
for
just
you?
means that we'd just put him out of his misery.
I'm looking out for my friends.
Oh yeah, and it has nothing to do with the fact that he refuses to kill Kenneth, right? Nothing?
He's doing it right now. I don't want you to see it. It would hurt you too much.
Sure. You wanna go see him?
Yeah, let's go see Jitters.
Oh, right. I did it to you several times. I'm sorry.
Wait, did what to me?
The memory stuff.
Yeah, nice joke. I'd remember if you did that to me. That's funny.
You don't because it erases the memory.
No, listen. I got a good memory. Okay, I think I'd remember if you tried to erase my memory.
Then,
That's funny.
hypothetically speaking, you would be okay with me proving you wrong.
I mean, you can't prove me wrong because I'm right.
Actually, it's possible that I might not be able to do it to you anymore because death is in your brain, but I mean,
No, look, trust me, Erie. I remember if you did something like that, okay?
stop gaslighting my gaslight.
What do you mean?
No. It's look, I did, okay? This is me confessing, and I am sorry.
Confessing to what? You didn't do anything.
I did, though. I'm telling
What did
I'm
you
not gonna
do?
do it anymore. Even if hypothetically I could, I'm not going to.
Listen,
Okay,
Tony.
well-
I told her not to do this plan. I knew it wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, it's
Which
not
one?
making those changes because trust me, look,
Yeah, we wanted
I
to
appreci-
confuse you and make you think you didn't remember, and that way we could get your breadsticks.
What?
yeah,
No.
listen, nobody's getting my breadsticks, okay? That's not happening.
I'm not. I don't have a habit of stealing bread.
Listen, Erie, I appreciate it. But you didn't do nothing. I would trust me. I got a mind like a steel trap. If you did try to erase my memory, I would know, okay? I would remember that. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, all right. Here's your question for you. If you tried to erase my memory, how come I don't remember it? Huh?
Because it erases the part that remembers?
No, but I remember that you was doing that, right?
Well, you see, then that's where you come in and say, hey, Tony, wow, look at that shiny thing over there. Wow.
Well, I'm not a child, Erie. Come on, please.
I actually did that once. Okay.
All right, so what are we doing? What's the plan here?
Man,
Man, I
we're
miss
gonna talk to
Copernicus. He
Jitters,
would
I
have said,
guess.
we're gonna go do this. It is decided.
We're gonna talk to Jitters and see what his input is.
Okay.
The group travels to where Jitters is and knock on the door. If you don't recall, Jitters took control of Hendrike's mansion after you guys burned it, and he started allowing people to use the building and rented it out as an inn. So Jitters comes out, scratching his beard with his new look.
Yo, he looks so cool!
Looking a little slick, like a businessman. Definitely some money flowing through Jitters' pockets.
Hey guys, what's going on? You need a room or something? You got cash or something?
No, Jitters, we're
no.
here on official business.
Welcome on business. That'll be 2 wealth.
No, I
No,
we want to
not
talk
that
to
kind
you
of
about
business.
something.
All right, well, my time's money now, so that'll be 3. Well, you need to talk to Jitter about something.
Hey, Seymour, can you help us out here?
No.
Okay,
Hey,
never mind.
I hate to admit it, but he'll know he doesn't listen to me about anything.
What? He done nothing? Does he even respond to you?
This guy's actually fucking crazy. His mind is a black hole. There's nothing in there.
Hey, wait a minute. I got an idea. What if we made Jitters a redeemer?
No.
Well, why
And
not?
even then he can't because he has death in his mind, remember?
Oh, yeah, but wouldn't it be funny?
No,
That'd be kind of funny.
I don't think it's funny anymore.
guys are talking outside. The good timeline, that's 5 wealth.
What? We're in the good timeline?
That's
Really?
that's what I named the place.
Oh, that's good for business. I actually like
It
that.
is kinda good for business.
It's from when you gave me the breadsticks. I still remember that. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gotta
Aw.
charge you no matter what. This business.
So, genuine question. Are you intending to kill Kenneth? Like death is trying to prop us all to do?
Jitters holds out his hand.
I ain't seen any money.
Ugh, I don't have that much money.
I don't either.
Actually, I think I do, but I don't want to give it to him. All right, never mind.
Well, then,
Well-
I'm sorry this conversation might be over. You ain't got no money. There's a lot of customers in there, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people need my attention. I'm a big important guy now.
You know, we cleared that place. She, like, crosses her arms and stares at him. Don't you owe us money?
The squatter's
For
rats.
clearing that out for you?
Squatter's rats. You know,
Oh,
you
he's
sit
right.
down.
Yeah, he's right about that. He's got squatters' rights. You know,
I
if we
don't
were
see
just
your
gonna
name
try-
on it.
Yeah, if we were gonna try to evict him, it would take like 3 months. Cause you gotta serve him, you know, you gotta tell him that he's gotta get out, and then he has to have time, you know, to get out of there.
If you're
and
gonna-
find another
At the
place.
very least, we know he's not going to do the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
pretty sure.
Yeah, listen,
He
okay,
wouldn't waste
here's
his time.
here's my plan. Okay, here's my plan. This is what I'm gonna tell you to do. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and
We
this
should
is
talk
what
about it away.
Yeah, okay, sorry, love you. Okay, bye.
No, you come back
Bye,
when you got
Jitters.
some money to tell people.
Glad
Oh.
you're alive.
Open for business.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway. Okay, here's the plan. Ready?
Mhm.
We don't do anything. Continue living our lives like normal, and hope that nothing bad happens.
What? I don't want to do that.
I do.
You can do that if you want. I'm gonna do something probably dumb, but it might help us. I'm gonna look into seeing if we can get the Redeemer reborn again, or gain their powers or whatever.
Cool.
And if it happens, it happens. And if I go crazy or die on the process, then I guess that's what happens too.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, look, I'm not hoping something bad happens to you. I'm just saying, I don't think I have any skills that I can contribute that would actively help us do anything other than, I don't know, fix a door or something.
All right. Well, can you, when I do the things, can you be around to be prepared to put me out of my misery?
Yeah, sure. Listen, I'd do that. It wouldn't be the first
But
time.
only if I like actually transform and become like a, you know, like Hendrik.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I can do that.
If I'm still around, don't do it.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, so like, do we have like a safety word or something? Hoochie mama.
Hoochie mama. Okay.
Yeah, say that.
Hoochie mama.
Yeah, that's the safety word. If like, you know.
Safety word.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're good, if you're good, say the safety word. And if you're not, then
Spelling it out would be okay too, right? Oh no.
no, that's a bad idea.
You're here now.
Okay. Oh, and he probably won't show up if I'm not here, I hope. Well, wait, no, actually, yes, hold on. Okay, so there was a guy in Eden who...
Yeah, eating these nuts.
God damn it. I knew
Nice.
it! Okay, anyway. Fuck, it all comes full circle. Fuck that merchant guy, actually. Fuck him. He's a jerk. Anyway, there was a guy in Eden who picked me up when I was a child
These nuts.
and used me to... Stop. You're awful.
Yeah, but I made you laugh.
You did. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. And it is funny. Okay. Anyway, so he picked me up and used me to
These
hide
nuts
his
are
serial
funny.
killings.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is a serious discussion. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. No,
Uh-huh.
seriously though, he used my powers to hide his serial killings.
Oh, that's awful.
He tore the faces off of people
Whoa.
so that he
Okay.
could become more perfect.
Okay.
And he kind of gaslit
not
me
your
into thinking
perfect.
that he was my dad and that everything was okay.
Oh, that's It's sort of a joke thing. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So is he alive or
Yeah,
is he?
and he made a deal with Hendrike.
The what?
I think he was the person who gave him the means to turn people into statues.
Oh, that sucks. Well, at least Hendrike's dead now, right?
The reason why this is a problem is that Hendrike is really close to here. And, he's looking for me.
Wait, I
He
thought
probably
Hendrike
already
was.
knows I'm here.
I thought Hendrike was dead.
Yeah, Hendrike is dead, but he's not... Finger quotations, daddy dearest.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah. Well, if he shows up, I'll just
He's
give him a new talking
So-
hole.
persuasive. It's hard to... I think he had a magic, maybe? I don't know what he did, but... I spoke to the Myriad once. I used
Okay.
object history on Hendrike's skull, and I saw him there. He spoke to me there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it means that he's like an all-powerful something or another, or if I was just crazy. I don't know. But I think he's a big deal. A big problem.
Okay. Well, I'll
And he
just
might be
kill him.
coming soon.
I'll kill him if he shows up. No big deal. Wouldn't be the first time I've had to commit, unsavory acts.
I hope you can kill him. I hope.
What's the alternative? We die? I mean, Simo would be all about that.
no, I'd be enslaved again.
Oh, well, I mean, that's awful, but, I don't know, maybe Simo can help you out.
Maybe. But, anyway. That might happen.
Okay.
If you ever see someone who is, like, uncomfortably normal looking, that's him.
Tony sort of looks up and down at himself and says,
No,
Okay.
no. Not like you. You look very wholesome and warm. He
No, I'd
looks
look-
like
uh-huh.
the most normal being that could ever be.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's
I mean,
uncanny.
that doesn't sound so bad, but okay, I guess.
No, it's awful because he looks so normal, but then he does really not.
Okay. Yeah,
normal
all right.
things.
Sure.
Anyway,
I'll keep an eye out for him.
I'm gonna try and not go insane. Let's see if this works. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna peek into the Redeemer's skull, and I'll probably that one will probably definitely do me in, but we'll see. Hey,
Okay. Don't die.
I hope not.
Anyway, how do we make ritual for Redeemer power? Not make new Redeemer, the normal traditional way.
The normal traditional way, not how to make your own.
No.
Okay. Let me think how to explain this. I'm just gonna ramble, and I hope it'll make sense. So through your
Okay,
reading,
hold on, let me get my notes out real quick. I gotta make a whole new section for this.
how to make a person.
How to make a person. Redeemer power rant. That'll work. Okay.
Okay, you begin reading about how a normal Redeemer would replace the current Redeemer generation to generation, because historically in Sideways there has always been a Redeemer. You know that the previous Redeemer, Mahant, left for a couple of months before he returned and had the Redeemer's power, and while he was gone, unfortunately his father, who was the one before whom had it, passed away, and he came back with the power. They go through your research, you find that there is a very specific place and specific people mentioned within the island of the far left, which is very far away, where they would go to do a specific ritual in order to supplant the memories of willing individuals who are honorably chosen to be the ones placed into the new Redeemer's mind, usually the wisest, strongest among the community, so that they could, much like the situation you're in with death, co-inhabit the same mind. The Redeemer generally has 10 people in a head, and you read here and there the distinctions between how this situation is different. It doesn't explicitly say different than what, though you have enough hints to know that there is another route for this, and the other option you could have been reading about. These notes say that the Redeemer is different than an Ascendant because all inhabitants in the mind are simultaneously conscious, which would lead you to understand why the Redeemer was drunk all the time, so he wouldn't have to listen to any of them. Because he very clearly was not listening to any of them or living up to the Redeemer's purpose. However, the significant part of this information that you find is where exactly and what proof you would need for someone to go to this location in the far left to have the honor of the Redeemer ritual being done to them so that they could come back to Sideways with the power.
Okay, I'm seeing why this might become a problem. The Redeemer chooses who this is.
The successor?
Yeah.
Generally, yes. The Redeemer was, at the beginning of the campaign, gathered the group of you to see who would be his successor. But generally it is passed down through family lineage, but the Mahant had no living relatives.
And does it say that the Redeemer needs to be alive for this to happen? For the transference?
There's no mention of dying.
Does it mention that the Redeemer is living in the process?
Through the scraps and what Scarlet knows, what she has looked through in the Redeemer's house, that... Because she was alive when Mahant left to go become the Redeemer and came back. Like, the same person came back. You know what I mean?
Yes, but you might be misunderstanding me. Okay, so the prior Redeemer, before the new one comes in, do they need to be alive?
Oh, no. I brought up that specific detail because it was an unfortunate scenario where... Stuff. That would be more information if you touch the Redeemer's skull. But,
okay.
it seems to be a coincidence that his father died, and it was a bit of a tragic passing that they never got to see each other when he came back.
Oh. 10 people in a head. Why the hell is it that only death would prevent... I think he's lying. I still think that he's lying. Because if there is a way to have 10 people in a head, why the hell can't there be another in there? I think he just doesn't want to deal with them. Unless it's a situation where it's like a different ritual or something of another.
Actually, here's an extra tiny little tidbit that Scarlet would have found this note in the Redeemer's house of one of the very few significant things that had any connection to any of this. She'll let you know that it was a sealed note. It had never actually been read, which you can also tell because of the madness within the writing. No one had ever looked at it, so there was no madness within it.
Oh, sick.
The note said, written by the Redeemer's father. The note says, "They say that I will not survive long enough to see you return from the left. I believe I'm strong enough to hold on, but I write this as a precaution. It would be my only regret. It would be my only regret to not live just long enough to meet who travels back with you. I worry that they will be more of a father to you than I ever was, but this also brings me great hope. Do well to listen to their advice. We have been bestowed a great honor, and I know that you will see it that way in time. I love you, son. Stay well."
Damn. To think I could have just done this in the beginning of the session, this all could have been avoided. SMH. Okay.
Someone could have been avoided.
Okay. Honestly, this makes me want to try in spite of death, but who's to say that we can't do a ritual, have it fail, and then do another one, right?
Yeah.
Unless, like, you know, like the world like explodes and the power is lost forever. I don't know. Okay. I probably don't need to touch the Redeemer Skull because this kind of tells me all that I need to know, I think. Beyond, like, why the fuck is he dead? Like, why? Maybe he just wanted to. That's why he just, like, gathered us. I don't know. Then why would the arm be torn off? Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're gonna.
I want to know, but I don't want to die for it.
You're gonna have to pick something at some point.
I know.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry.
the last session. Just do something.
Okay. I guess I will. Oh my god. Fuck me, dude. Okay. I'm realizing that the dragon idea would probably be really stupid because having 10 dragons, like 10 things in a dragon's head, and death would get jealous, and then everything horrible will happen. He's probably going to get jealous anyway, joining in the same head, but... I am going to take Liana along, just in case. Oh my god, wait, should I really do her? Is there anyone else in this... Wait a minute. This guy seems reasonable.
Scarlet had actually already been coaching Liana on the very minimal amount that she knew. You have, like, a lot more information of exactly what to do, but her plan, she will admit that while you guys were failing at all of your missions and Liana had a little bit of a transition and she was extremely obedient, as she thought she would make the best candidate for a new Redeemer if they actually were able to get someone.
But Kenneth... Anyway. No, he's too agreeable, actually. I love Kenneth, but he's too agreeable. But also, Liana is being heavily brainwashed, and she's barely even a person right now. It's a whole deal. Like, there is no good option. It's just awful.
You're telling me in the entire village there is no singular person.
I mean, this guy seems kind of cool, but I don't... Like, the problem is like, okay, is there anyone in this town that is genuinely responsible?
The bartender, the Challenger family, Johnny, maybe?
No.
I feel like we're missing a few people. I think because we are. Barry Wally and Brody, who you guys did not interact with much, are actually probably two of the most competent people.
Brody?
Brody was the hunter. He wanted to go on the hunt with you guys, but I don't think you ever really spoke. And
No.
Barry Wally is a pathfinder who travels through Sideways very often.
We need someone who needs to stay in Sideways, though.
There are multitudes of cringe kids.
Oh, yes, they would totally be perfect. Just imagine, like, going into town and you see this one tiny cringe kid. And they're just like, ha, it's a kid. And then he snaps their necks.
I'll be the Redeemer.
I actually like him a lot, but he's a little too silly. He
Damn.
needs a little bit more sense.
But he wants to be the Redeemer? Do it. Let him do it.
And then there's Kevin and Charlie and Cheryl and Charlemagne and Chud and Cherry.
Is Korag?
Can we make the pigs the Redeemers?
No.
Please?
I don't think it'd work. It has to be a sentient, consenting humanoid, which they can't do that. Plus, I am going to try on us first. This is the backup. Plus, I know that Scarlet has an agenda that she wants Liana to do it because then she can control a super powerful person. It's I see your game. I see her game. I don't want that for Liana, goddammit. If that even is her. God. Okay. Tell me about this dude.
He also didn't have too much of a role in this campaign. He is Korag Trunk Crusher. He is honestly pretty similar to Medium Tony, where they don't get involved in all this drama. They are uninterested in anything that their life can't influence. So they just stay out of anything that they can't immediately solve. Like to be very simple,
God.
deal with their hands. They do a lot of the wooden construction around the town, so there's newer buildings. The ones that are wood, he pretty much would have made all of those.
Okay, tell me about the hunter.
Brody's a bit of a loner. He just likes to go out and hunt and be on his own. He doesn't keep friends very long, but he is strong and competent and will usually bring back, honestly, a lot of hunted game for more than like a single person would normally be able to do, who is very skilled. I don't know where his token is. He's gone.
Wait a minute. If we take someone else, they might try and kill us. To do it for themselves anyway.
Man, I really gave the choice to the person who connects like the entire psycho board of this could happen.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Okay. I'm just gonna take Liana, I guess.
Okay, what are we doing with Liana?
I'll basically just say this.
Liana, I'm gonna go on a very, very, very long trip to hopefully become the new Redeemer. And we need to take a backup just in case it doesn't work. Would you be willing or wanting of this?
Oh, wow! Yes! I want to see the whole world. It sounds so cool. My mom was telling me about...
Wait.
Waiting.
Oh gosh, you literally just wait. Maybe this is a bad idea. God, fuck. But the voices are remembering what was written in the note. Maybe it'll be okay.
Yeah, let's go. Although you will probably need to stay in Sideways to actually protect it. Just, forward.
Oh,
Note there.
well, I wouldn't want to leave my mom for long. I'll be back for sure, and I'll make sure nothing hurts her.
So many red flags. Fuck. This is just gonna have to be the way.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
It is
Guess
decided.
that's it. It is decided.
So, to be clear, Eerie and Liana go on the very long trip to the far left to become the Redeemer. Is it is it decided? There was
Yes, it is. It is decided.
It is decided.
Is Medium Tony going with them, or is he staying? Does he care? Is he medium? Is he just like, no, whatever, none of this matters?
Yeah, whatever. You guys go do your thing. I'll stay in case that weirdo comes here.
Okay. Then it is decided. At this point, you guys leave, and I'm gonna give a rundown of what happens to each individual person and how your trip goes. And then that will be the ending, and I'll try and explain the things that I can.
Okay.
Hopefully more than let me get some eerie music.
Oh boy.
Try and go one by one. I'll leave you guys to the end. You know what? So no eerie music. Not yet. What this? This is too creepy. Sorry, picking song. At least Jitters didn't die.
He kind of became a jerk, though.
Hold on. Yeah, let me think for a second on one thing. 'Cause you don't really do anything with Seymour, do you?
I mean, she's open to talk with him.
Okay. I mean, I think I have enough. There you go. I have a notes written for like a one by one who I should go through. If I try to not forget anybody, I apologize for the hold up.
If there is ever a point, I will say this, if there is ever a point where the town is genuinely, like hypothetically, I am even able to get back to the town, right? If the town was ever in truly danger and like it seemed like everything was about to end, Eerie would probably try and sit down with Kenneth and have them explain the situation.
Okay. Let me just take it one by one. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Then, you know, she'll kill him, but yep.
So, while Eerie and Liana have left, one of the first most significant things that happened, which unfortunately couldn't really be roleplayed in any significant manner, is that the golem finds Jimmy. Where's my handout? Ashley pumped up the golem with some sick new art.
Oh, nice.
It's on stream. It's always hard for me to show it. Oh, done. And actually, this is the moment chat has been waiting for. Because Jimmy is not present, there was going to be some decision whether or not Eerie would side with the golem the way Camarilla had suggested, and that maybe the golem would be an out for everyone. But given that roleplay is a little bit awkward, one of the players isn't here, and you can't really, should we give up Jimmy? Why he's not even here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The golem would take Jimmy to a place my chat loves. Loading. He's blind. The The golem would grab Jimmy, sulking alone on his own, seek him out, specifically Jimmy, and take him to a colossal door found within the Dread Trenches, a cave dug out, an ancient hole in the wall left behind from when the War of the Gods was still happening. He opens up the door and places Jimmy inside. Because of the interactions that Jimmy had with Camarilla, the forces of nature believe that death only exists within Jimmy. Camarilla's fortune telling and her prophecy was to get someone within the group to prove that their present meant that they were inhabited by death. They suspected that someone from the group was the inheritor of death, but they have no reason to believe that all the people in the group were inheritors, because that is unprecedented and doesn't typically happen. So through the belief that Jimmy is the sole inheritor of Seymour Butt's death, the golem brings Jimmy here and places him inside a voidstone vault. Magic, the Myriad, nothing penetrates void. It is a chamber to secure with absolute certainty that death will never return. There is one other corpse within the vault, the mortal. And that is where Jimmy will stay. And nature believes that death has been dealt with.
Tight.
As for the trip, Liana and Erie make an extremely long trip through down to the far left, which on the world map I could actually bring up on mine real quick. No, I can't. Never mind. It's not in here. The far left is pretty much the same distance if you imagine Europe to America. It is an extremely long boat ride. You need to find very talented and skilled captains who navigate waters with a lot of obstacles in the way, and it's hard to get there. But they are able to do it. They are able to arrive at the described location where those who would inherit the Redeemer's power are able to do so. Erie volunteers herself, but it turns out what Death said was actually true. She can't become the new Redeemer. And so it is that Liana, the backup, controlled by Scarlet, would have to become the new Redeemer and return to Sideways. In the meanwhile, there were a whole lot of people invested in the future of Sideways. The Aegis Order wanted involvement for their own particular reasons. The Consulate would have gotten word that the Redeemer was dead. And in this interim, where the town is undefended... let me flip a coin.
Sometimes that's just how you gotta do it.
Sometimes you just gotta flip them. Let me think if there's any other outcome that I'm forgetting. The Aegis Order would slowly begin integrating itself into Sideways. The Consulate would want an absolute complete overhaul. They would want to burn the city to the ground to be able to prove that they were able to conquer this area of occult magic. But the Aegis Order has a much, much longer plan that involves them slowly being able to consider Sideways and themselves basically the same as they exchange members between the fort and the town. I think I might have to come back to that. I'm kind of forgetting everything. Another significant thing that happens. I don't need... I was just going to point to the pigs. Emmy may have eaten a ritual circle with beef. This ancient ritual circle was created a long time ago, and the Redeemers have been upholding the ritual ever since. A contract with the Fae meant that if they ever stopped bringing a sacrificial pig to the Fae circle every quarter, 4 times a year, that the entire Challenger family line would die. As part of their contract, they agreed a long time ago that in exchange for something insignificant, lost to time, some sort of nonsense romance to make someone fall in love with someone else, they bound themselves and their entire lineage to the fate of this ritual circle. So all challengers in the town die, and all of the people related to the challengers who had left are also dead. Their lineage is particularly significant because if you trace it extremely far back, the original Redeemers were challengers from that family line. Get fucked, dude.
Damn.
Fuck, dude.
Perseus the dragon is completely irresponsible, would do nothing with the Aegis Order, so nothing would change there for them. Perseus would move on now that Death isn't here anymore. It would slowly stop showing up to the town. Because... Hold on, brain churning. Brain meltdown. Yeah, basically, the town still had enacted the philosophy that all bodies should be burned. Dragons don't come here very often anymore because very rarely are dragons actually brought up to the precipice. Let me ask you, Eerie, when you return with Liana, who is now basically the Redeemer, and already has such an identity crisis, as it were, what would Eerie do upon return?
I want to note that upon them gaining the Redeemer's power, she's pretty much going to be operating by the note itself. And she is going to gently tell her that she should probably give what they say a lot of consideration. Because there are some aspects that her mother wasn't completely honest to her about, and she needs to learn how to become her own person. And that at the very least, the Redeemer's father thought that they were people that could be trusted. As for what happens when they actually get here, she would... Is Scarlet still around?
Yeah.
What would Scarlet's take be on this whole thing? Like, is she for the Aegis Order? Because they have a Redeemer now. One that'll actually do shit, hopefully.
She would be more interested in slowly regaining back some of that independence, but the Aegis Order is successful in integrating themselves enough that their plan of basically introducing members from their society into the town blur the lines between who is from Sideways and who is from the Aegis Order, at least within their local fortification. So they, in their absolute long con, just blur those lines. And now naturally Scarlet remembers who like originally is like a Sideways person, but it's a lot harder when those people have lived amongst you for several months and you've started to get to know them and appreciate them, and they've helped the town grow in their own individual way within the absence of the Redeemer, and help protect them in that time that was so crucial.
Okay. Is she... Mm-hmm. So are you saying that she is pro-Aegis Order?
She's kind of neutral Aegis Order. Not enough to fight back against what they're offering, because the arrangement that you would have isn't really negative. She is pro being a separatist from society, but the Aegis Order fortification that's there is partly in itself separate from society.
Well, Liana is a Redeemer now, so in theory she would be able to push them back if she really wanted to. If she
That is up to Liana. I'm just kind of thinking for myself, future campaigns that take place would probably start around the time that you guys came back and were able to reestablish. So any future references to Sideways and further campaigns would be with that ending understanding that, like,
I see.
a Redeemer has returned, and there's kind of this soft alliance between this particular Aegis Order fort. Which honestly was already there because the previous Redeemer was super sick of helping everyone himself and allowed the Aegis Order to build that fort there in the first place so that they would do most of his job for him.
Okay, so this actually isn't a really horrible thing then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know, best case scenario, bro. We get the best of both worlds. Okay. Well, she would, actually proposition, Liana as the actual new Redeemer then.
Okay. I think, honestly, Liana would probably make a good one because she would listen to what they had to say.
Yeah, that's what I realize is that, like, if
I think.
she is technically
You
being
talk to
peer
Ashley
pressured
about
by
it?
10 people compared to just Scarlet. And she would have had 2 months away from Scarlet and, like, only Eerie who would be sowing doubt, basically. Just be like, you know, this is kind of fucked up, right? I'm telling you as a friend, this whole situation's kind of bonkers crazy, you know?
Yeah.
And then, like, the voices in her head would have 2 months as well to, like, help her out. And then they would have, like, a pretty good foothold. But we'll, of course, that's entirely up to Ashley. You're welcome, by the way. I just was a good friend.
Ashley wins and she wasn't in the campaign. Karnak Wrigglewide would take care of the pigs in the absence of Emmy, so the town would be thriving in that respect. Everyone gets their little send-off. That's Karnak's piece. The town persists, so even the bartender business is fine. The world... Honestly, the outside world may very slowly start to become a little bit more accepting of Sideways because of the Aegis Order Alliance as well, that it has a representation of humanity and a force that can be trusted rather than the pure occult imagery. And that in itself is quite a win for, as I described when you were at the castle, that for a lot of people the Aegis Order represents workers' unions through their candle representation. And some people hold up the Aegis Order as almost a rebellion in a way to the consulate. The Aegis Order themselves doesn't...
Yo, Pog!
They don't look at themselves that way, but people use them as, like, their symbology represents that. So the Aegis Order being able to take even a little bit of control of Sideways when the consulate has failed to do it for 6,000 years-ish is kind of a, like, damn, dude, maybe, you know, something's actually working here. Death. Seymour Butts. You actually made the whole campaign without needing his help on anything. Or accepting his help. You definitely need it when your friends were dying, and still they refused. So, Seymour continues to be a passenger within Jitters, Jimmy, Eerie, and Tony. A little bit of Death is trapped inside the Void Forge, the vault. But Death doesn't mention that to any of you guys, but considers himself a victor in this scenario, because he realizes in that moment where Jimmy was taken away that, you know, that is a win for him. For the Golem to think that Death has been put to rest while he actually maintains his consciousness within 3 others. That's a good thing. He'll take the W.
Everyone wins a little bit in this campaign.
There's a little bit of winning all around. I mean, the whole party didn't ritualistically suicide kill themselves like they did last time. Is there any other characters I'm forgetting or any questions that I could potentially maybe answer? What about Jitters?
Uh,
Jitters is his own man. Jitters is thriving and surviving.
the good ending.
Yeah, he's in the good timeline, man. Jitters survived the campaign.
Hell yeah. Proud of him.
Copernicus's family? What family? Tony? Tony, I mean, you just seem like you just stayed here. Anything to add?
You know what? I'm sorry, you go.
Medium Tony?
Yeah, he continues to be medium, doing
Nice.
nothing of import or consequence for the rest of his days.
Eerie wants to make the point to Liana that, like, while Eerie fully intends to actually be the ossuary keeper, right? She wants to remind Liana that she has become something so much more than anyone could have ever hoped to be, and that she genuinely believes in her and that she's going to do this right. She has always seen the potential in Liana, and she was the person who inspired her to be better. So she always had the light in her all along.
No. And I guess now that you have a competent, or I don't know if competent's the right word, but you have a redeemer who will talk to you, you definitely would be able to see that the 10 consciousness within her mind, she can let them take over in any scenario where they're comfortable. And it's less about having an overwhelming power within them, but more of a, like what you would imagine of someone who is incredibly dexterous and agile and just can think 10 times quicker and make all the right decisions in any sort of combat situation like that.
Man, that is cool.
Granted, she is way stronger, but it's more about the other aspects of it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Seymour's victory only temporary until everyone but Jimmy is dead?
Oh, shit. Wait.
The Void Vault would not allow his consciousness to return to Jimmy. So his consciousness that is outside of the vault would always remain outside of the vault even if everyone died.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So it's more like death is
I...
at 1/5 power. But
Wait,
because
wouldn't it be one? Wouldn't it be one-third power?
Yeah,
power?
sorry, I was forgetting the 2 are dead. Yeah, 1/3 power. Or
1/4.
two, he would be at 2/3 power because he would be missing 1/3 of his power.
So he'd be
Wait.
3/4 because of jitters.
Yes, yeah. You do the math. You guys
I'm
are
sorry.
following along. But also you guys never gave in to death, so he doesn't really do anything. He'll constantly be in your head about killing Kenneth, serpents, and whatever other messed up plans he has, but as time goes on, roughly at least a year would be passing, you would realize it kind of is exactly the way he laid it out. Death has more power than the Redeemer. He has more power than all 10 minds. When you get to the far left and you realize that they can't be placed within you, everything that Death had said about that being true, that his consciousness within your mind is so much more vast than any amount of people could add up to. So if you were to agree to give Death an inch, then he could do a lot more than turn your pumpkins blue. But
he will take a mile, won't
yeah, he will. And you never did that. So actually kind of an L for Death, but the more you hang out with him, he doesn't really even care. Like, I mean, it seems obvious, but he's kind of just along for the ride. And it doesn't bother him too much that you don't kill the serpents. It's just hanging in there. Whatever, dude.
I never made the connection about why he hated Kenneth so much. I thought it was just because he was so cheery in the first campaign. It's even more wholesome to me now. But I will say this, I do actually try and at least to some capacity, be his friend. I mean, she was more or less kind of like going with that direction already, but you know.
Tony
And
doesn't.
whatever he
Tony
allows,
doesn't
whatever
need-
he allows.
Tony doesn't need anyone.
Sag.
Sad. But yeah, maybe there's more I can answer, but I do want to say just everyone, thanks for watching. I know it took a while to get the finale out and to get it all finished, and this will be where I'm chopping up the VOD, at least for YouTube. Thanks for supporting, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of the players. Individually,
Oh, yeah.
miss you. It was awesome to play with you because you're like the biggest fan of Myriad. And
I would be happy to play again.
I would be happy to have everyone play again, so we'll see what happens in the future.
Yo.
Octo, of
Thank
course,
you for inviting me.
naturally.
Octo was here.
Octo was here. You were medium, you were funny, you
Mhm.
you did what was necessary.
Thank you.
An
Well,
average amount.
Yeah. D+ work all across the board. 3 stars.
And Crumpet and Kraken. Particularly, I was really happy to see Crumpet take so kindly to it and really enjoy it. And
Mhm.
Baru as well, who honestly showed up every single time. Fuck, that sounds like I'm saying he really showed up.
Mhm.
Like, he hosted the stream every single time. He helped a lot, and all of the drama that there is about Baru, I really couldn't possibly get into, and even to try and explain it to people is just fucking stupid. So all I really have to say on the situation is that I forgive him, and he has always been a normal dude to me. So that's all I can really say about it. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for having the game.